Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Janice with Diamond in the Rough Logistics, and today we are going to go over part 2 of our 6 series dispatching series. Today's series is going to be regarding marketing and networking. We're just going to go over a couple of things regarding marketing and networking for those of you who are interested in entering the trucking dispatching arena, or for those who are already there. If you have any questions, please comment. If you are not following our page or subscribe to our page, can you please hit the subscribe button, like us, and again, comment. We will definitely do our best to answer your questions or respond to your comments as soon as possible. So with that, what I'm going to do is start talking today about marketing and networking. But before I do that, I just want to mention to you, over the next couple of weeks, we are going to complete this series. There's going to be a total of 6 recordings. The first was what is a dispatcher and what is needed to get started. Today's, which is series 2 of 6, is marketing and networking. The third is going to be rate negotiation. The fourth is load boards. 5 is juggling multiple operators or owner operators and how to get paid. And then the 6th is HOS, hours of service and compliance. So we hope that these helpful tips will help you to be a better dispatcher if you are already in the dispatching arena, or will help you get involved in dispatching and help you to be your best. With that, we are going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to talk about what marketing is. Marketing is the action or business of promoting or selling products or services. As a trucking dispatcher, you are providing a service to carriers or owner operators. In simple words, marketing is the process of attracting potential customers. In your cases, those customers would be owner operators to your service. So what we are going to focus on today is how do we market ourselves so that we can get in the front of these owner operators so that they will hire us or take us on as their dispatcher, right? So let's get into it. First, marketing. The key is always to scale your business. You want to grow your business. You want to scale fast, right? That means, one, we need to be visible everywhere. When I say everywhere, first of all, we're in the internet era. So that means that we're going to have an internet presence. We need web pages. We need social media sites. We need to be everywhere. We need to have business cards and flyers. Now, if you are old school, you may still have the paper or the paper stock business cards and flyers. Those are great. They also have electronic business cards in which you can share that information from your cell phone to someone else's cell phone. Those are great options to have. Make sure you take the time out today to Google those and get those. Those are great resources to have. You want to make sure that you always have a business card and or flyer for your business on hand at all times. I'm going to repeat that. Make sure that you have a business card and or flyer for your business on you at all times. You never know where you'll be. You never know who will be there as well. And you never know whom you will run into. And you can always market your business from anywhere. You could be at a church, synagogue, a party, a funeral, sad to say, but it's true, a social event, a barbecue in your family or friend's backyard. You just never know. A conversation can be struck up, and then the conversation can move to, hey, what do you do? What is your business? Are you an entrepreneur? And you can say, hey, I'm a truck dispatcher. Here's my business card, and here's the services that I provide. Next, we're going to create social media accounts on all platforms. And I have all of them capitalized for a reason, because we want to utilize them all. Some people use internet, and they will favor Instagram. Some will favor Facebook. Some favor Twitter. Some TikTok. Therefore, we want to get in front of them and market ourselves on all of these platforms. The best thing is that majority of these platforms are free to you. Utilize them. Get the free marketing. Again, we are in the internet era. Technology is the main thing here. We want to make sure that we're utilizing it for our marketing and business purposes. Okay? All right. Again, if a platform, any of these social media platforms offers a business page, get one. Why not? Again, it's free. You're going to market your business. I can't tell you how much business I get from Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes I can just post a meme, a quote, or I can post a flyer, and I get a lot of business from Instagram or Facebook. Again, it's 100% free unless you run ads. Now, my recommendation, number 5, get a professional website and email address. Why? When you're going to get funding, loans, or if you're marketing your business as a business to an owner operator and other brokers, they are going to want to Google you. The first thing they're going to ask you is if you have an email address and a website. Personal preference here, professional website is the way to go. Email address, some people still use Gmail. I don't have a problem with that at all. I started my trucking company back in 2015, and I started with a Gmail account. I had absolutely no complaints. However, for me, for dispatching, I always recommend getting a professional email address. Again, it's totally up to you. So choose wisely and choose what's best for you. Next, we are going to learn how to create videos, post stories, go live, and we are going to join Facebook trucking and dispatching groups. Now, I will tell you this. You do not need to post every day. You can if that's what you desire. You don't need to go live every day. You can, again, if you desire. What you should do every day is interact with Facebook trucking and dispatching groups, and I'll tell you why. You will gather a plethora of information from those groups. Information on brokers that you should and should not work with. Information on carriers or owner operators that you should and should not work with, or that you should work with because they're awesome to work with, right? They're going to share helpful information. They're going to give you information about DOT that you may know, or there could be a change coming down the pipeline that you didn't know. So again, make sure that you're going on these sites and you are interacting with them on a day-to-day basis. You're going to start marketing yourself with them, and you're going to network with them as well. And you're going to build a partnership with a lot of different trucking companies, owner operators, as well as dispatchers. Okay. The key here is to promote your business like a pro. You want to stand out and you want to make it so easy so that the owner operator can say, nope, I am going with his or her service, because they not only market themselves professionally, they are also professional customer service agents or managers, and they can help manage me, which will help grow my bottom line. Right? Because we all know when it comes to business, money is what we want to make, right? We want to do a lot of other things, a lot of good things in the world, but we want to also make money in the process. Next, these are some marketing questions that you need to ask yourself. Where will you focus your efforts, right? What do you want to do to get yourself out there? What do you think the best avenue or channel it is to say, hey, my name is Janice. I own this particular dispatching company. How do I get that information out there? You're going to need to sit down with pen and paper or your computer, and you're going to need to type out or write out a marketing plan. And you're going to work on focusing your efforts. You're going to work on your results that you're going to expect from your marketing techniques. And if they're not working, how you're going to go back to the drawing board and start over or make some tweaks or adjustments. You need to know what your objectives are and why they're important to you. Okay? How will you achieve these objectives? And if you don't achieve them, then what's plan B? How do we get to achievement? Okay? Who's responsible for attaining those objectives? Is it solely you? If so, all of that needs to be documented when you're answering these questions. And you're going to go back to these questions. You're going to tweak the questions. You're going to tweak the answers. But we're going to make sure that the bottom line is that we create an objective and we work our asses off to obtain those objectives. Okay? Next, marketing and networking. You're going to analyze your market. You're going to always stay abreast of what's going on in the trucking industry. Right now, it's December of 2022. I can tell you that the rates are very low. I can tell you that the fuel is still high. I can tell you that there are a lot of companies, owner-operator companies, that are going out of business because of those things. Again, you must stay abreast of what's going on in this industry. If you stay abreast of what's going on in the industry, you'll always understand where you come in and where your potential services lie for any owner operator. How can you make it better? Yeah, the rates are low and the fuel is high and other owner operators are going out of business, but what service can I provide to you as a trucking dispatcher to ensure that you stay in business, that you get the best rate? Okay. You're going to answer these following questions. What is your market size? Do you know that right now the trucking industry in 2022 has made over $850 billion? That's billion with a B. There's exceptional growth potential. The market trend is always trending up in trucking. And you know why? It's because there's always truckers that are retiring. There's always truckers that are going out of business. There's always truckers that are entering CDL school to obtain their CDL so that they can get on the road to replace those drivers that are retiring or going out of business. So your potential for growth in the dispatching world is great. Okay. 2021, $875.5 billion in revenue in trucking industry. That is just not what the drivers made. This is encompass of brokers, shippers, receivers, dispatchers. Hint, hint, dispatchers help to accumulate some of that $875.5 billion. So keep that in mind, okay? Next, networking. We have to get in some faces. That doesn't mean face-to-face all the time. That can mean face-to-face meetings, that can mean over Zoom, that can mean via email or over the telephone, right? So to get in some faces with your networking, you're going to email, you're going to text, you're going to use social media, and you are going to utilize word of mouth. Word of mouth is an old school free networking option, but it still works. We're going to cultivate relationships by networking with brokers. You as a dispatcher, you're going to contact brokers. You're going to find out what lanes they have available, what their rates are. You're going to get your contact information in their hands. Why? Because when they have lanes that they can't get rid of, when they have brand new lanes, they're going to reach out to those dispatchers or those carriers and owner operators that they have in their networking log. So you want to make sure that you're a part of that. You're going to also cultivate relationships with carriers or owner operators, even if you are not dispatching for them. So let's say you know personally 5 or 6 owner operators, right? You're going to give them your information. They could be working independently or they could be working for another company. That's fine. Give them your information because you never know. Down the line, they may need your services. And when you give them your information, you're going to follow up with them by sending periodic emails, flyers. Even if you're not into celebrating the traditional holidays here in the US, you're going to send them a Thanksgiving or a Christmas greeting. Again, you're going to make sure that you stay at the top of their mind when or if they ever need a dispatcher. And then lastly, we're going to cultivate relationships by networking with other dispatchers. This is an awesome tool. Again, it's not a competition. There's money out here for all of us. $875 billion is a lot of money. We can all eat off of that, right? So with that being said, we're going to share information with other dispatchers, and they're going to in turn share information with us as well. You're going to make daily cold calls to carriers or owner operators. And once you do that, follow up with an email address. Even if you call them and they say, hey, I'm not interested in a dispatcher at this time, get their email address and then send them a follow-up and send them periodic emails. You never know, their situations can change. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the FMCSA, that's the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, you can go to their website. It's listed here for you. You can find new and existing carriers. You can reach out to them. Again, let them know who you are. Let them know what services you provide. And then again, gather their email address, send them flyers, business cards, or all of your contact information. So in the future, if they need it, they can give you guys a call. Now, another great tool that I started doing when I first started dispatching for other owner operators was I would offer a free service. I would say, hey, we don't need to sign a lengthy contract. We can sign a contract saying that, yes, I am going to dispatch for you. However, if you let me dispatch for you, let's just say for the month of December, the first 3 weeks, I'll charge you, let's just say 8% for every load that I book for you. I'm going to charge 8%. But the 4th week of December, I'm not going to charge you anything. That's not what you need to do if you don't feel that that's what you want to do. However, it's totally up to you. Another thing you can say, okay, I'll dispatch for a free week, but you have to pay me for the following week. Now, a caveat to that is have them pay for the first week and then offer the second or third or fourth week free. Do not dispatch your very first week for them for free. Why? Because they could, and I've seen this happen time and time again. You offer them a free week. It's the first week. They have you dispatch and book them loads. You are up and dedicating hours to them for an entire week, dispatching, completing carrier packets, sending COIs to the brokers, following up with broker on calls. And then after that first free week, then they're like, oh, I'll do it myself or I have someone else. So you at least want to charge them for the first 1, 2, or 3rd weeks before you give them a free week. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody. And what I mean by that is if it's a broker, if it's a shipper, a receiver, or a owner operator or a carrier, if they are in the business, talk. Introduce yourself. Tell them about your business, right? All from a business card. And it won't hurt. I guarantee you it won't. Now, that is the conclusion of our brief video on marketing and networking. Couple of things. First, I want you to join us back in a couple of days for rate negotiation. That one is going to be great. That's going to include how and what you need to do when it comes to rate negotiation. Next, if you could please, if you aren't doing it so far, can you subscribe to our video, like, share, and comment? And then the third thing is if you have any additional questions, please contact myself, Janice Ruff, or Angela Berry. Our email addresses are here. If you could please follow me on Instagram at diamondsintherough2214. If you have any questions or need any additional information, my website is listed here as well. Again, I thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Have a great, great day and happy December to you all. Enjoy.